Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Angry Cast and No Man's Sky. Look at this big bastard. Holy cow, he's coming right at me. And it's probably the last thing we need to scan to get every item. Yep, newly discovered species. We've discovered all the species. That'll get us some points, and that's about what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be unlocking everything and getting all the things to make some money. Is there a... What is... Something's causing the ground to rumble. What is it? Is it what I think it is? Is it... Could it be? Could it be? If I could get up the hill. My goodness, something was causing a lot of shaking and baking. Maybe just him. I didn't remember... I don't remember them causing that much of a shake in the ground when they're near you. Yeah. So, okay, what are we talking about today? We are on a journey to try and make the most expensive items in the game. And in doing so, we have to set up everything we've already done previously when we play the game. And we got to unlock all of those unlockables and all those items in order to make us ready to build those items. So, that being said, we have a base established. Oh, look at that. Now he finally shows up. Did I already unlock this? Oh, no, there's another one. Is there another one? Oh, hello. Yeah, this is the one that didn't give me, I thought. Maybe not. It's just glitched out. Yeah, we gotta go unlock stuff. Now, there's ways to do that. You can progress on the story, and it'll give you the unlockable things that you need, and we can show you that right now. We have our little base here. Sulfurine Dream, as we called it. Inside our base, there's this thing called the construction unit, which we need magnetized ferrite and carbon nanotubes for. Well, carbon nanotubes we already know how to make, right? Right. The magnetized ferrite, we need to refine ferrite dust into pure ferrite, then can refine that into magnetized ferrite. Now, these items here that we have scanned, carbon, and here's pure ferrite here. Let's take it some time away from having to do all this. Hello, there we go. Let us get enough pure ferrite to refine just that. And we need 20, and this now we have 40. So there's the exact amount we need. How about that? Look how that works. All right, let's get to our miner, or portable refiner, I should say. Put in our pure ferrite, which we actually had a lot more than I thought we did. And let's add some more. And we said we needed 40 or 20? 20, and we have the carbon nanotube. Okay. So what does this thing do? Basically, this is a construction research machine, I think it is. Blueprint research? Some kind of a research? Construction research unit, there we go. Just pop it down, doesn't need any power or anything like that. Just pop it in there. And now you can go into it and unlock. You will get blueprints, and you can unlock things. So we can do buildable technology and structures. Now, out of the structures, we can get the timber structures and all that. And you can see these ones, this is all nanites, or salvaged data. That salvaged data that we've been picking up, those the nano, or the buried technology things we've been picking up, that will help us unlock blueprints for items like timber structures, stone structures, alloy structures, core habitation tech. These are things we're going to need. So here we go. We're going to need to get the base teleport module. We're going to need to get the biofuel reactor, because that leads us to wiring, batteries, and solar panels. These things here are the route we're going to be going down with that. We're not so concerned with the save boost, the signal booster, the health station, or the hazard protection unit just yet. That's on core habitation tech. So let's go ahead and unlock that, because that's going to help us get out of here. All right, we've still got 31 left. Before we do that, let's go see what the other leg of this is, which is buildable technology, because that's also important to our goal. It's actually gives you the same thing. It just, you know, it all listed under the same thing. Well, that's funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was going to do that. But okay, let's unlock the biofuel reactor. Let's unlock wiring. Let's unlock batteries. And let's unlock solar power. Now, whether or not we use it here on this particular base, we now have it unlocked, and we can go on to a better base for stuff. I want to keep this base for the simple fact that I want to have the ability to set up miners and mineral extractors later on, because we know that there's ammonia deposits, so we can use the portable miners to get the copper. We can use portable miners to get the what else do we got here? We said cobalt, and of course the ammonia that's over there. We can set up those things as well. We don't have the ability to do that just yet, but we will. We will have that. Oh, look, a ship was here and I didn't even see it. Well, okay, that happens. Ships land all the time. So we can still go get more of the buried technology in order to get more salvage data in order to unlock more things. We can do that here, or we can do it in the anomaly. Now, the other thing we can do, but we can't really do here, is to unlock recipes for things. Blueprints for items that we want to build. Those we have to use nanites and go to the the anomaly to unlock using those nanites. Now, of course, we have 94 nanites right now. That's not enough to really unlock anything. Most of the items we're going to need to unlock are about 250 each. So we're probably going to need a good... We'll need at least 10 to 20,000 just to unlock every... Hello, look at you running. Oh my god, look at you. 10 to 20,000 just to unlock everything we want to unlock for the entire purpose of this thing. Let's pick this sucker up and get it into our base so we can stay out of the hazardous environment. Alright, let's put our portable refiner down here, and of course, again, we're not using consumption on resources, so we can fuel it for free. It doesn't cut into our carbon. And let's show you how you can do this. So, first of all, before we do that, I'm sorry, let's back up a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. I saw somewhere that there was one of those damaged machineries. Damaged machinery? Where did I see such a thing at? Where did I see such a thing at? Hold on, let me go find one, because that's kind of important to this entire... There we are, damaged machinery. Damaged machinery, of course, have a layer of sort of, I guess, protection, or, you know, something you have to cut through to get into the guts inside of it. And they are... Whoa! Some things that you're going to end up throwing away eventually at some point, and it doesn't really yield that much, but it might just be enough to help you along your way. Now, this one has fascium. Fascium doesn't really help me much on the surface. It will help me on later on. It's great because we can use fascium to make fascium, I think. And I call it fascium, I don't know. But anyways, we get 27, 26, 32, whatever nanites out of just doing that small piece. Any more around? Any more around? Now, usually there's a technology module buried. There we go. Anytime you get to one of those damaged machineries, there's usually one of these suckers nearby. There we go. Oh, it must be one of those... Yeah, those things there. But usually when you pick up one of those things, you get runaway mold or slime or something else on them that is, you know, junk material. But they're not really junk. They are somewhat valuable in a sense. Like I said, early game, you have to do everything you can to get the materials you need. Later on, it's not really that worth it to do it. We will find better ways to get nanites. And those are things called curious deposits, because they will yield a bunch of that runaway mold and allow us to refine it into nanites. So, okay, we have, of course, we picked up that junk metal. We saw that the rusted metal, we can turn it into pure ferrite. But this stuff here, residual goop and living slime, can also be turned into nanites through being refined. I was trying to think of a word for, like, refination. That wasn't going to work, I don't think. So let's look at the progression here. I think let's see here. This turns itself... Okay, so let's do the other one first, because I think the living slime turns into runaway mold. Okay. So I think the first step on the progression tree for this would be the actual residual goop. So that residual goop at 154 will give us 154 viscous fluids. And let's hold on for that and get that done. We'll be back in a second. 16 more seconds, and this will have been turned from this viscous fluid into something better. Once we do that, and again, this takes a long time having to do it over a portable refiner. Once we have it unlocked so that it's on our backpack, we can just do it and not have to worry about standing and still. We can continue to do other things as well. All right, so now the viscous fluid turns itself into living slime. And it's, again, a 1-to-1 ratio. All we're burning is fuel in our refiner, which if you turned off fuel consumption and resource consumption on all your stuff like I have, then we don't have to worry about it. Again, why have I done that? Does that seem like I'm just taking the easy way out? No, not really. No. The reason I've done it is because we are specifically looking to complete a certain task. Build those 2 high-end items. We have played the game a ton of times before. We've gone through this process. The game is allowing us to skip certain things that a normal first-time player would have to do. So that's why I've done that. The same with defensive animals. The same with a couple of the other choices we made. So again, the game itself is giving you the opportunity to do this. And the game can be whatever you want it to be. And the people not happy about the game having this update, I understand. It nerfed your one way, but find a different way. We all find a way. Every time they take a game's glitch out that was a money-making glitch, we find a new one. It just, hey, play the game. We're playing the game. All right, now, living slime, we've got 245 of those. Again, 1-to-1 ratio for runaway mold. So let's go ahead and do that. And I have taken the time every time I stop, I skip ahead. I'm trying to go out and collect resources, but the sentinels won't leave me alone. It's a very high sentinel area. So we're going to get to that as well as a second way of making nanites, because that's all what this is about. We were doing the runaway mold and unlocking the blueprints. So let's get back into this, and we'll pick it up when we have the runaway mold done. We ran out of fuel, but that's okay. We got everything we need out of this. So the runaway mold itself, 245, turns itself as a 5-to-1 output of nanites. So we get, for this 245, we get 49. I found a little bit more runaway mold, so I'm going to refine, or the junk, the viscous, whatever. Let me see what we get out of that. Hold on a second. I just got myself a little bit over 300, but I want to take it down to 300 just to give you the math. 5-to-1 ratio of output to input, or input to output. For 300, I get 60 nanites, so we'll do that. So that's 60 more nanites that I have. Again, it's not the best, most efficient use of your time in trying to get nanites out of other materials. It is one basic way to get it in a pinch. We can upload those to the database or whatever it is for, whatever the game uses, and get rewarded for that. So let's go ahead and do that to show you. Let's see here, where are we at? What is that? No, that's not where we're at. We're on Lordston, right? We're on. This is where our base is. So upload. We got 10 nanites. So the more you discover, the more nanites you get. Again, these are not the best ways to get nanites when you want. But we can show you better ways. It's just going to take us a little while to get there. Okay, y'all remember this trick. Going to an abandoned building and farming the larva cores for the whispering eggs for larva cores to sell for obscene amounts of money. Early game stuff. But there's also another use for them. So instead of building a base here and keep coming back, I've gotten rid of most of the terrain so I can do this. Hopefully they didn't fall me down. Let them subside. Have them fall down into the you can go away too. Just make a little trough for them to roll into. All the whatever horrors, biological horrors, stay up on top and don't bother you, and then you can just keep doing that again and again and again. Now, when you collect all the larva cores, depending on the size of the location, we've got 3 so far out of just one batch. That's 209,625 units, depending on where we sell it. But I got something to show you later on. All right, we are back at the base, and all in told, we've got 29 larval cores that together would make me about 628,875 units. That's pretty good for early game stuff. We've done it before when we said, oh yeah, go set up a base, farm them, come back, farm them, come back, whatever. That's great. However, we can find better ways to make money. I know we've only got 89,000 units, but I have some stuff I can sell that'll get me way up over 1 million. We've already been up over 1 million. The greatest thing about the larva cores is that 10 of them are worth 500 nanites. Requested operation, not recommended. Yeah, we gonna do it. We want the nanites more than we want the money right now, because we need to unlock everything. We need to unlock all this stuff. Look at that. Look at all that. Look at all that. And you can redo that every time you need nanites. Again, set up a base like we said before, you can do that. Now we've got 1,794 nanites just off of 29 eggs and about a half an hour's worth of work. Just go in, set up a little tunnel system underneath it, a funnel, hit them, go down in the hole, pick them up, and you're good to go. You're good to go. Now we can go unlock some stuff. Now again, we've got other ways we can make nanites as well. Salvage data. Pretty good. 1 to 15. I got 30 here. I could just refine those into nanites. How about anything else? We got anything else we can put in there? What about navigation data? No. Just anything we can throw in there turns into nanites? No. Okay. But again, all that time I spent picking up things to unlock blueprints over here, which we do need to do. We do need to do at some point, and we're going to go do that at the anomaly next. But we can use those also to turn them into nanites to go unlock stuff at the anomaly. So let's get ourselves set up with the other items that we need in order to make this base a proper place to come back to. And we'll go to the anomaly. Refine some more nanites. I got up almost 2,000. I got a battery now, a solar panel that has charged the battery that is now holding 11,900 P or power units of some sort. And I'm going to hook that up to my transporter so that I can travel from here to the space station to avoid being caught by the law for having contraband. Now, also wants you to do as part of the metal, or as part of the expansion of the base, expanding the base quest, to put in a biofuel reactor, which we will do. We will put one in just for the simple fact of having to do it. And we have the items. That takes care of that. Now it wants us to build a construction terminal so the overseer can help us do the next steps as far as base building and unlocking all that stuff. But we're not going to do that right now because this isn't the base we're going to be doing that in. We need to find a better location, which probably means going to a new system. But for now, let's go to the space station, sell our goods, and unlock some stuff at the anomaly. Whoop. Hello, space station. Space station. Let's go. Should be a quick jump. Shouldn't be that much. Yep. There we go. Oh, I got a nice little, artifact on the screen. All right, here we go. So, we have on our possession some things we shouldn't have because they are bad. Right now, it is to the tune of this stuff here in our Starship inventory. So let's go in there and sell it and see what we can get out of it. Starship inventory, sell. We've got liquid explosive, 750,000 units. We've got that quantum accelerator for 230,000. We've got the... Let's see here. What else did we have? We had something else. The heat extractor, the moon ether for 47,000. Smuggled contraband, and heat capacitor for 178,000. I don't have any particular recipes to build the things with those items that we could do, so we're not going to keep them for now. The liquid explosives would be nice, the heat capacitor would be nice to keep around, and the acid would be nice to keep around. But again, we do not have the things to do it, so it doesn't hurt us to sell them. We're going to be making our own here soon enough. Well, I say soon enough, and it could be a while, but still. The idea being that we are on our way to doing that. So let's trade. Let's see what he's willing to give me for those items. Heat capacitor, 178,000. We'll do it. Quantum accelerator. We shall do it. The moon ether. We shall do it. Liquid explosive. We shall do it. Acid. We shall do it. We now have 1,000,004 in units, and we have almost 2,000 in nanites. We did pretty good for there. Let's get to the anomaly. Where's my ship at? It's right here. So the anomaly, if you've never played the game, is kind of like the hub for players across the entire game. You can run into people from other gameplays. They're doing multiplayer, that kind of stuff. And it is helpful to meet up with people and to do quests, little missions, to do the expeditions, to take people back and forth, and you can go to your freighter, do all that kind of stuff. And it's also, it used to be just a blank start, place. You just show up, talk to Polo and Nada, and that was it. Now, for some reason, I think I lost my network connection, so I don't have anybody else here right now, or I've turned it off. I'm not exactly sure which, so it's not a big deal because we're not really here to talk to other people. We can go get more nanites. We can probably do more units. We can do all kinds of stuff if we were to complete Nexus missions. As you can see, you can get 335 nanites and 400 quicksilver. You can get 346 nanites. We can get units and nanites. We can get larval cores, which could turn into nanites for constructing an outpost. Lots of different options to us to make the Monet or the nanites. We can also talk to other people here that will help us do things. But our main concern right now is to get to the back where the upgrades, like these stations are. We can get stuff for our starship, research on that kind of stuff. We can upgrade our suit, which is always nice, for 5,000 units. I don't know how often you can do that. Maybe once a day, I'm not sure. But it's 5,000 units to do so. We can research exosuit upgrades. These cost nanites. We can get the hazmat gloves. We'll need to get the hazmat gloves at some point. I'm not going to do it right now for the simple fact that I want to get other things first, but this will get us to where we can pick up the big, huge things on the planet like the gamma root or the frost crystals, or the star bulbs, all that stuff, blister wort, whatever it's called, fungal mold. We will need to do that. We're not going to do it just yet because we have only 2,000, not even 2,000 nanites, and I want to make sure I pick up the right things first. So we're going to ignore him for now. Let's get over to this person here. Hey, how you doing? Multi-tool research, same thing here. We can learn new product recipes. This is where you can unlock all the things that we're going to need. You can see valuable products. This entire chart here is where we want to be, because there is the 2 items we need to make Or, yeah, the fusion igniter and the stasis device. We're all the way there. But again, we've got a long way to go, baby, before we can get there. We can't get there yet. Now, I can unlock the acid. That'll unlock us the lubricant, the thermic condenser. Thermic condensate. Condensate? I don't know. Condensate. Sorry. And then that can get us down to this next level. We eventually want to get there, but these are like 250 each. So if you multiply all these by 250, we're in a bit of a state. So let me go find out what exactly we need to get to the next step, and we'll go from there. Give me one moment. We're going to need several things, and we're going to come up a little bit short because we don't have enough of the salvage modules or the salvage data. Right here, we've got some, but not all of them. Yeah, so we are going to get. We've got 33. We need probably a little bit more than that. But first things first, we need the survey device. Definitely need the survey device. So let's work on nanites first that we've been unlocking. So nanites, this research tool upgrades. We got to spend $120 nanites just on the waveform recycler to allow system scanning happen. Yep, and then we need to get also the survey device so we can find the gases and the minerals on the planets. That's going to be important to us. Yep. All right, that being said, let's go look at everything else. Right here is where we're going to spend some of our salvage data. We have 33. What we need to do is the mineral extractors. That's 10 out of our 30. I'm not going to get the electromagnetic generator just yet until I get more, because we have the ability to do solar panels, so we can save ourselves a little bit for now. So let's go ahead and unlock that. Yep. Now, gas extractor, supply depot, and supply pipe. Those three things are big, and then 22 that we would end up using up. But also, I think there are one other things that we need to unlock. Yeah. So oxygen harvester, we can get oxygen. We can use the oxygen harvester to, the next part that we're going to go over is about how to multiply resources. But that also allows us to unlock the autonomous mining unit. So there's one there, and then we can also do atmosphere harvester, which will take whatever the natural gas of that that location is, and then put it into what we can use it for. Now, that being said, we may want to look at this as a way to get those three gases that we need. Because the three things that it can pull out of the air are sulfurine, radon, nitrogen, and oxygen. Those four gases are going to be essential to us. So we may want to do that. So that's 1, 2, 3 we can burn there. The medium refiner we definitely need to unlock because we need it to do the next step, which is the multiplying resources. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and do the oxygen harvester. Let's do the autonomous miner. And let's do the atmosphere harvester. And then also unlock the medium refiner. That leaves us with 10 left. So now let's go back over to the industrial models. And we have 10 left. Let's do the gas extractor. Supply depot would be nice, but we can always just pick it up directly from the extractor and come back. We don't have to, not that big of a deal. So let's do that. All right, that gets us a lot of good stuff there. Let's make sure we don't miss anything over here as far as nanites are concerned. We still have a few. Let's unlock this. We don't know if we're going to get a chance to buy more. This will help there. This will help there. Those three things will help build us the things that we need to do the next stuff. Yeah. You'd be surprised, because we're going to need it for the survey device, and we're going to need it in order to do the extraction of minerals and gases on the planet. Definitely going to be a big deal. Definitely going to be a big deal. All right, that gets us 748 left. Anything else in here we want to get? Oh yes, the hazmat gloves. Weren't the hazmat gloves something we wanted? Hello. Namaste, motherfucker. Yeah, hazmat gloves. We definitely want to get the hazmat gloves. You could get the personal refiner. That's definitely something we want to have. So on the world that had the we set up paraffin. We set up a bunch of bases actually, but on the world that had the salvageable scrap, we also had cobalt, paraffinium, and copper as the deposits. But here, I managed to just search the planet until I found one, which is it's not very far at all. I just managed to just stroll away and find it. Paraffinium 1 is, this far from runaway mold 1, and the reason why I like this base is because of these little curious deposits. They will roll when you hit them with a miner, and they will try to run away, as runaway mold would do. So I built a little base with a little enclosure to keep them, and then this particular batch of them will net me around 2,700 runaway mold. And that 2,700 runaway mold is much easier to collect than having to refine all of those other steps with the viscous fluid, the living slime, all that other stuff into runaway mold, and then change runaway mold into like what, 100, 200 nanites at a clip. This is really repeatable, and I'll show you why. I just zipped through the portal to come here and collect 2,700 runaway mold. All I got to do is go back to nitrogen 1, or wherever I have a portable refiner, travel back to nitrogen 1, and if I go back through again to runaway mold 1, everything will be reset, and I can just collect them again. And then I just bring them in and put them in the portable refiner. And as you can see, I've got a bunch in there that right now are making 1,624 out of 2,400 some. Let's add to it that 2,700 I just picked up. Now we're up to 2,165. 10 minutes to refine, and it's going to take a bit of time, but it's one step. Two steps. You go collect it, and then you refine it. You don't have to refine 4 different things down into one and do it just 10, 20 at a time. You can do a ton of it. And you can just keep going. You can sit here and go 14 times back and forth, because 2,700 will get you about 500 nanites. 14 trips back and forth to a base that has a runaway mold setup, like we've done, can get you over 7,000 nanites. And what we figured out was that we needed about 7,570 nanites total to unlock all the things we wanted to unlock. And right now, I've got 8,000. So there you go with that. But for now, we're going to go back to the anomaly and finish up unlocking everything. Alrighty, we are back at the anomaly, and we're going to unlock all this stuff, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. All the nanites that we've gotten has just been crazy to us. This will come the next time, but I'm going to use the same methods I've done before to unlock all of these. Actually, no, this is where I want to do. So, like I said, each one of these is worth 250 nanites, right? And I said between all of them, you're probably going to need around 7,570. So let's go ahead and unlock all of them. This is going to take a while. Holy cow. Okay, so yeah, boom. 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 Now, we don't have to actually unlock this, but we need it for the living glass. Because if you have the silica stuff that you use from the terrain manipulator, the byproduct that you get back, and you refine that in a refiner, you get glass. But frost crystal just as well can make it. So we can actually save on some stuff by changing out how we do that. However, we have to have it on hand. If we don't keep mining with the terrain manipulator, we will not get enough that stuff to make glass in a refiner. So it's easier to just grow the frost bulb or frost crystals and use that as your main source of ingredients. All right, now we're getting into the, polyfiber, the circuit board and the liquid explosives and the living glass and all that. That's our old way of making money with that little farm we had. These are things I never touched before. I never had them before. I never used them. I would collect them at some places. I would just store them somewhere in a container, and it wouldn't matter. But now we're really going to focus on getting them. All right, now we're unlocking the 2 items that we want to actually make in this entire situation. And we have got 1,300 nanites still left, and we only need another 1,000. We're going to end up with 300 nanites left over. We could go blow those on something else, or put them all on a gift card, Pat. If you don't remember that one, that's Wheel of Fortune from when I was a child, back in the 80s. All right, all of those are unlocked now. Now, look at all the blueprints we're getting. Woohoo! Yeah. Components and devices. What else could we unlock here? Really, there's nothing else we really need to unlock at this time. We've got 334 nanites left. These things, not really sure what they're used for, so I can unlock them later on. But I am going to unlock that because it's nice to have that around. Okay, we've done that. And is there anything else we can buy from you, my friend? We've got like 100 nanites left, I think. Multi-tool upgrades. Oh, I got 84. I'm sorry. Nothing right here, right now that we want to deal with. Eventually, we're going to want to get the optical drill. Eventually, we're going to want to get the barrel. All those things for making combat more tolerable. But we don't have to do that. Now, let's go unlock all the blueprints that we need to make our base. That's going to be the kicker. Look at everything just blowing into our catalog. Oh, my goodness. It's wonderful. Oh, sweet. That's sweet. There we go. All right. Addition to getting all those nanites, I did just do a scavenge mission. Scavenge. I just went around a salvage mission. I scavenged for salvaged data, and I've got almost 100 now, and I need to get at least to the biodome. So let's unlock this one. Let's unlock this one. Let's unlock this one. And let's unlock this one. These things alone will allow us to build our farms to harvest our crops without having to use the trays that you can only collect 1 or 4 at a time. We can set up a biodome with 16 and collect them automatically. Now, way back in the old day of us playing, and I made an entire farm out of it to make like a ton of units, we didn't have the ability to collect everything. I had to go around to each individual one, so it became more time consuming for me to do that, but it was still awesome to have. Now we can collect them automatically just by going into the center of the biodome and saying collect all. In addition to that, we need to also unlock we've got the medium refiner, which we're going to show you next time on how to do some cool stuff there. What else do we need here? We need to unlock the supply depot and the supply pipe and the electromagnetic generator. Now we can set up those bases with automatic power being pumped out of the center of the planet. We can extract minerals and extract more gases and use it, run it all off on solar power or off these things. Now, I've got 52 salvage data left. One thing I do want to unlock for my own benefit is, and maybe for your own benefit, is this proximity switch is always a good thing to have, especially if you do not have a lot of power being stored on your planet. If you're using just biofuel reactors or solar panels and you don't want to run out of power because you're charging everything, I would set up a proximity switch between your teleporter and your battery source or your power source so that it only turns on and uses power when you're near it. Otherwise it shuts off, so it doesn't run. And then also it's just a power management device. That's all it really is, but it's a good thing to have. So that's all I'm going to unlock from here. Also, I'm going to unlock this because it's going to get crazy. That will hide... This will hide the wiring going back and forth. But you can only have one per base. You can't have multiple ones. And now, if you really wanted to, we could go through the hydroponic tray. Now, this is going to be something we're going to get automatically if we happen to go down the path of the base building exercises, where you get the you got to get hire the overseer, then you got to hire the weapons technology, and then run through all those back and forth quests. But these are worth 3. So we got what here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. That's pretty much what we need, I think. So we're going to unlock... we're not going to unlock the big one because that is going to be 10. We don't have enough for 10. And I don't really care about that. But I need to unlock the recipes for all these items because these are what we're going to use to build all of the products, or all the components for the wiring, or the stasis device and the igniter. And then just for more money, we have 10. Actually, we have enough just to do 10 left. Let's do. Get in there. All right. How about that? We did it all. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. And this is now this is the game. This is exactly what we need to do. We've got it all. We can set up everything. We haven't even started the first quest. We haven't left the first system. We haven't done anything. We've got over 2 million units. We've got all of the things unlocked that we need to do, and now we can go set up a cool-ass base. How about that? How about that? That's good. That takes us to where we want to be right now. So when we come back next time, we are going to go over a lot of these things at our original base, and then I think we're going to go find a new place to start out and get a very good base set up for now, and find more things. Lots of stuff happening. And you know what? While we're doing that, you need to keep going out there and finding the salvaged data from the buried technology. You need to go out and make some money. You need to go out and do all those things we've been doing over rinse, lather, repeat, so that you can get to the point where you can unlock all this stuff. And that's all for now. We'll talk to you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.